Well, we're gonna try and stream. We're gonna try and stream. I'm having some like wild internet issues, so if this doesn't work, then you know it doesn't work, and it's cool. I've been having since Saturday, I've been having internet issues. I bought a new router. I got a new router. That wasn't the issue. That's okay. We needed a new router. My router was 10 years old and it did not have good coverage in the house. This new router has better coverage over the house. The downside is that the internet is still royally borked. Royally borked. Which isn't great. Which is not great. My internet has issues, so I have somebody coming out today at somewhere between 12 and 2. We have somebody coming out today to help with the internet. So I don't know. I'm gonna sign off then. So it's not gonna be like a long stream today. It's gonna be short. I was messing around with things. I have tried literally everything under the sun to try to get the internet to behave properly. I'm having all kinds of issues. Like, it's consistent for a little while and then it drops out, and it's consistent for a while and then it drops out. Like, I can't get a solid Wi-Fi connection. I can't get a solid wired connection. But it's inconsistent. So it'll work for a little while and then it'll freak out. And like any application I need to like log into over the internet takes freaking forever. So there's definitely something going on with my internet. Hopefully, I tried calling like Verizon, and they like ran tests and they said there's a problem, but they can't diagnose it. And one of the reasons why they can't diagnose it is because I don't have one of their routers. So I don't know if, because they can't like log into the router and mess around in there, they're like limited with what they can do. But the guy that was helping me yesterday was like, yeah, dude, it's not your router. It's not your router. That's the problem. I've decided, like, whatever tests and stuff he was running, he was like, yeah, it's not the router. I don't know what your issue is that you're experiencing, but you're experiencing some sort of issue. And I was like, okay. I told him what I did. I told him I reset the ONT box. I told him, like, I mean, new router. I tried new cables on my internet and stuff like that, but it's not just the cables, it's the Wi-Fi that's sketchy as well. So it's whatever's going into the internet. The router is not able to consistently put out a consistent signal. So I don't know how stream's gonna work today. If I have issues and stuff like that, I'm sorry. There might be some like drops and stuff. I hope not. But I don't know. But like, so I was trying to like check out some games and stuff like that, and that was having issues. So I don't know. Morning, Ebony. How are you? So I'm not going to be on long today. Maybe like 3.5 hours for the person supposed to. I already have another. I'm not getting another router. I just bought a new router. I literally just bought a new router. And I thought maybe it would help with the issues, and it didn't. So it's a Verizon side of thing, which is maybe something I should have done before I bought the router, but that's okay. I needed the new router anyways. Our other router was already having issues. So I mean, look, I guess that other router can be kind of a backup router. Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm not pleased with what happened though. I'm definitely not pleased with what happened. Yeah, continue Aegis's adventures at the sinister Hôpital Saint Louis and uncover Cagliostro's secrets. Gotta speak to Abbe Gregoire. Alright, but we can't do that yet. it has to be after the Bastille. So I don't know how consistent my connection's going to be today or what. Hopefully you guys don't experience any bad things and my connection's okay. It was also really easy to set up the router. I thought I've set up other people's routers over the past like 6 years, and it's been a little complicated, and this one was actually pretty easy. I mean, I have to redo all my Wi-Fi devices, which I haven't done yet, because new router, even if you use everything the same, it's still a new router, so you have to like reset up things. So I have to reset up all my Wi-Fi connected devices, which hasn't been fun because I'm like going around learning which things were connected to the Wi-Fi. On the plus side, nothing I don't want connected to the Wi-Fi can connect to the Wi-Fi, so that's good. Most of my things are connected via Ethernet cable. Most of my devices, so like at least the ones that I use, are Ethernet connected. I have a laptop downstairs that uses the Wi-Fi, and my mom's Fire Stick for streaming stuff is on Wi-Fi. So I haven't set that back up. But the signal is so wildly inconsistent that it doesn't matter. You can't watch anything over the Wi-Fi. Like, it'll play something for like half a second, and then it'll just be buffering for 15 minutes. I tried. It did that. It was not good. So we'll see how everything goes. My complaints aside, last stream we cleared out the gypsum mine area, and we met Marat and Leclos. And we have some side quests we have to do here. And we have to search place Dauphine, and I have to report back to Marquis de Lafayette and just return to the convent. There's Leclos was going to give us a cannonball. A hollow cannonball, so we could do something to the lanterns. So all our checkpoints have these lanterns on top, and that's apparently what collects the dead people's souls, but it also makes people sick. So we want to destroy the lanterns. I don't know how it would affect us, or if it would remove our checkpoints. You feel sick again? Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Ebony. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better soon.
Madame, these gentlemen and I have come to an agreement.
That is good news.
We will resolve our differences when the time comes. The matter is settled.
You can count on it, Leclos. But now it is clear that we are fighting the same adversary.
Adversary? You are rather indulgent, Monsieur le Marquis. It seems that you are still fond of him, despite his heinous crimes.
Oh, de grâce.
He is no more than a wild beast. And together, in large numbers, we will hunt him down.
Madame, please give the model and the engineering
I am
notes
sad
to
today. I am
Monsieur
really
de
depressed. I
Robespierre.
wish I could
However,
temporarily
you shall
be
hold
in a
on to the
hole.
patents. No one knows what the future may hold.
Let there be peace between you gentlemen, for there is still much work to be done. We believe we now have a way to destroy the lanterns. Without them, the machines will no longer be able to carry out their sinister task. But it is still just a strategy, which needs to be tested. And even a conclusive experiment will not guarantee our success. Where will we find a working cannon? How will we get more vitriol? How will we make more cannonballs? Please, I ask each of you to set to work without delay. Pour la nation, messieurs.
Pour la nation.
Pour la nation.
Pour la nation.
No, it's okay, Ebony. You're sad. You're really depressed. You wish you could be in a hole today. Yeah, sometimes I feel that way too. Sometimes a hole is a nice place to be. I'm sorry that you're feeling that way, dude. That sucks. That really sucks. I hope it gets better. I hope it gets better. Do you have an appointment to talk to a psychologist, psychiatrist soon? Maybe they can help you out, adjust some medication. Hopefully get you back on the up and up tomorrow. All right. Well, I mean, that's good. That's good. That's not today, but that's good. You got new meds? That could also be doing something. New meds could also be causing issues. It's one of the downsides to the side effects of like medications and stuff. Everybody reacts differently, so you have to find the right medication, the right doses, and that can take a little experimenting, and that can be a little depressing too. Because you're just hoping for something to get you back to that same kind of baseline, you know? Oh, they upped it. I got you. JK Creep, thanks so much for the raid, homie. I really appreciate that. How you doing? How was your stream? What were you playing? What were you getting into? Either way, I hope you had a wonderful, lovely, fantastic stream. Do I have a mod here? Is Darby here? Darby's always here. Jinx Cloud, thanks so much for that raid. How you doing? How was your stream? What were you playing? What were you getting into? Guys, thank you so much for the raids. I genuinely appreciate that. Let me give Jinx Clown a shout out as well. Jinx Clown and JK Creep play lots and lots and lots of games together. They do a lot of multiplayer stuff together. You guys should definitely check out the two of them. They're lots of fun. Lots of fun. How you guys doing? How are your streams? Thank you all so much for bringing your people over to my people. I genuinely super duper appreciate that. I hope you guys had great times. If you're new here, hi, I'm Serial Killer. We are currently playing through Steelrising. Steelrising is a sort of Souls-like game. It's really light on like the Souls side thing. It feels more like action RPG that takes like heavy inspiration from Souls-like games. Either way, it's a lot of fun. It's like, what if the French Revolution happened with robots? So it's the 1800s or the 18s. It's the 1700s, but it's the 18th century, and where there's a bunch of robots murdering people, and we're trying to stop the robots. King Louis the 16th. It's literally during the French Revolution. It's got Lafayette, who was a Marquis de Lafayette, who was a general during the Revolutionary War and helped secure our freedom from the British. He's a rich bitch. Thank you. We played Escape from Tarkov, Rocket League this round. 11 hours, haven't slept. That's a lot. That's a lot, but you guys got some Rocket League. I liked Rocket League. I played a lot of Rocket League. I was not good at Rocket League, but I've played a fair amount of it. I enjoyed it. Rocket League's a lot of fun. That's a cool game. I like doing it just for funsies. Whenever I got into, I could get into about like the silver tier of ranked matches, and anywhere beyond silver, I would get obliterated because I'm just not good enough. I never got used to quite, the ball physics were weird to me. And so I would just be right place, right time. I never quite figured out the timing of like defending with my car and like rocketing in the air and like doing like cool shot. I can't do that for the life of me. I can't do it. I tried so hard and I just couldn't. I just can't ever do it. It's pretty hardcore where we're at. We've been helping a friend get up out of his lower winks. Was running just on fumes at the end. It's a learning curve for sure. I think well, it's got a high ceiling. Like there's definitely a low entry, and I just like doing the casual matches and stuff. When I used to play it, I used to just play with people on stream, and you could really see the like skill difference between like the top tier people and people like me that are just like in there having fun. Like I just want to play it for fun. I just want to play it for fun. I would go into matches and it would be like 5-1. And I'd be like, guess I'm playing this. There'd be two, like everybody's left the match and I'm the one person that's still in there. I've won matches by doing that. Like you get dropped in a match and your team is losing and everybody else is abandoning ship because people are whiny babies and they don't want to lose a game. So they'll just leave. So it'll be like 5-2. And I'll go in, and I've won matches like that. I've won like 3-on-2s and 3-on-1s, which is kind of fun. Which is kind of fun to like dig somebody out of a hole. It's like, how are you losing to these people? It doesn't happen often, but it happens sometimes. But it's just amusing to go in and have fun in Rocket League. Rocket League is just fun, as long as you don't take it seriously. I'm not a competitive person in that regard. Rocket League is just fun in general. It's just amusing. Well, I hope you get lots of sleep there, Jinx Clown. Oh, I hope you get lots of sleep. Get well rested. Get some food, too. Brush your teeth. Floss. I sweat so much in that game. I mean, if you're doing, like, the competitive sides of things, I can see it being very sweaty. I've watched people, like, good people play it, and I'm like, yeah, that's somewhere else. I'm not there. It's like Smash Brothers. Like, there's, like, the fun side of Smash Brothers, and then there's the crazy people that, you know, punch walls when they lose matches side of Smash Brothers. I always have to watch after I feel icky. Wait, you mean like you actually are getting sweaty while playing it? Like sweat's dripping down. Oh my god, gotta hit the J button, gotta hit the Y button. Oh my god, scroll. Is that what's happening there? Wet t-shirt. Oh my god. I'm a sweaty person. I'm definitely a sweaty person. Stress can make you sweat. Stress can definitely make you sweat. Stress can definitely make you sweat. I gotta air my shirts out after I be gaming. But my room's also hot. We got a real gamer over here. Top is soaked when finished. It's the only game that does it to you. That's hilarious. That's genuinely hilarious. You should get some medication for that. Maybe you shouldn't play Rocket League. You're gonna have like a coronary. JK, can I ask you a question? If you peel an orange, do you get sweaty? Oh, this orange is just, oh, it's so tiring just opening up this orange. Cause like if you peel an orange and you get sweaty, you might need to go to the doctor. What's up, Flip? How you doing? I like playing Elmo's Adventure. Good for you. Manual labor is just like manual labor. Playing Rocket League is like manual labor. It could be. It could be. It's like doing roofing in the middle of summer. Yeah. Yeah, you're just on a hot roof with tar, the sun beaming down on you. Yeah, that's Rocket League. I liked Rocket League. I probably put a few hundred hours into it, and I enjoyed Rocket League, but I never did it competitively. I saw when I would play ranked matches and get up to a certain tier that I just didn't have it in me. And one of the problems with Rocket League is there's no, like, when you're playing with randoms, there's no team play and nobody wants to play defense. Like, I played I played semi-professional soccer, so like I like understand how soccer is supposed to work, and playing through Rocket League just made my soccer brain hurt, because it's like, if you ever have seen little kids play soccer, everything is swarm the ball. That's what little kids do. Like, if you've ever watched like 5, 6, 7-year-olds play soccer, all they do is there's just a bubble around the soccer ball. And that's what Rocket League is. It's a bunch of like 5 and 6-year-olds, and they're all magnetized towards the ball. So everybody just goes to the ball and hovers around it. And it's, nobody wants to like spread out. Like, it's just, we're all going to be around the ball. It's the ball. It's the ball. Get the ball. And nobody wants to spread out. And that's fucking Rocket League, is a bunch of like 6-year-olds playing soccer. And it was driving me nuts. It was just breaking my brain. I was just like, okay, one person can go after the ball, but then someone needs to make sure that they're at like midfield, because you only have 3 people. So you don't need to always have somebody in goal, but you need to make sure that somebody's at least back there ready to defend. And then you can have another winger off to the side. But when everybody is literally on top of the ball, so I always found out that like it was just better if I just stayed back and played like the midfield defender, so to speak, because rarely did anybody ever get back. So people would just have open net goals constantly. And the teams that won always had some sort of defender. And so when you're playing with random people, it felt like playing with like little children. People that didn't understand the game and like how to like utilize space and the environment and stuff like that properly. And that was probably my biggest like gripe with the game, was that it was just like playing with like, everybody wants to have the ball. I'm gonna get the ball. I'm gonna get the ball. I'm gonna get the ball. Yeah, I know. Good job, Timmy. Good job, Timmy. Siri, remember I was talking about Kung Pao Chicken? It's a movie. Kung Pao's a movie. Yeah. Yeah, Kung Pao's a movie. But you do get people who don't rotate. Oh, yeah. It's not like that at our rank. That's good. Even at our level, you get that one player that either swarm, quit, forfeit, double up, don't rotate. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's good. I mean, and that makes sense. The higher tier you get, the more skilled the player is going to be. You have to usually be skilled to get up there. But I'm assuming you also occasionally get the people that get carried. So you'll have the occasional person that just doesn't get the mechanics behind it still, and they got carried to a point. And so they're just wildly squirting around. And like I said, I'm not saying I know how to play the game at all. I just understand soccer. But it's amusing. It's just amusing. It's just amusing to see how things work. And every once in a while you get some good teams. When I got some good teams, we would play a bunch of matches together, and that was always fun. But I would definitely stick a match out through the end, no matter what happened. Like whether we won or lost, and people would rage quit, and that's fine. If you don't want to, like, I don't want to say be an adult and like face your consequences, but yeah, it sucks getting the shit kicked out of you. It does. But I'll see it through to the end. I'll see it through to the end. I'm not a rage quitter. Those are the people that like they're getting beat in Street Fighter and they unplug their internet so they don't take an L. Yeah, unplug. Oh, you disconnected. Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's also one of the reasons, as much fun as I had playing Rocket League, the downsides are definitely heavy. And it was one of the reasons why I ended up stopping playing it. Just because of like the pure frustration of people just not wanting to continue to play a match. Like, yeah, we went down 2 goals. We'll be fine. You don't have to leave. Once one person leaves, then you're at a decided disadvantage unless the 2 of you can actually work really well together. You're at definitely a disadvantage, and so that makes it worse. And so then you've just buried the hole. You've just made the hole bigger. If that person stuck around, you might be able to claw your way back into it. Being down a deficit, you know, a couple 3 goals in Rocket League is not that much. It's easy to make that deficit back up. But if somebody leaves, then it makes it much harder. You have people that quit after just one goal, which is insane. It's so silly that people would just like leave after just, oh my god, they scored. This is the worst game ever. These people suck. These teammates are terrible. Like, they're just, yeah, it's, I mean, that's also how those people end up getting to those higher ranks, though, is because that works. If it didn't work, then they wouldn't continue to do it. It's one, childish, you know, it's immature, but it's also like it works for them. So I think if you quit, there should be some sort of punishment for that, though. And no game does that. If you drop out, I understand that like emergencies in life happen, you know. But if you go in match after match and you're just dropping out after a goal, there should be something. It would not be hard to keep track of that. There should be some sort of punishment for that. You know, okay, you could drop out of like 3 matches with no problem, but on that 4th one, you get penalized for it. You know, you got to see it through to the end. You know, there's got to be some sort of punishment for that. And they've never, no game has ever implemented anything like that. And I really feel like games should. You know, maybe you don't get to log in for 10 minutes. Maybe it bumps you down a rank. I don't know, but there should be some sort of, because it's easily trackable. There should be, not sure. After a certain amount of dropouts, you get 5 minute. Yeah. Like a wait period. That would work too. Hi, Darby. How are you? Yeah, a wait period would work as well. Yeah, like 10 minutes. 5 minutes is not punishing enough. You need to make it so that you really have to wait. It should be like 10, 15 minutes. That's a long time, especially for impatient people that are like dropping out. They want to get back into that next match instantaneously, you know? So, especially in an online game, like I've played some online games. When I die and I get kicked out of a match, I want to not kicked out, but like our team loses, I want to get right back in there immediately, you know? So that urge to continue to want to play, that should be heavily punished. And the heavier the punishment means that's a person that may be less likely, because the more that happens to that person, the more likely that they're going to end up putting down the game. I don't want to lose. They're going to put down the game and just say it's bullshit. And that means that chases away. Now, granted, that lowers the player base, and they don't want that. And that's why the punishments can't be too severe, because they don't want to chase people away. So you've got this like catch-22 kind of thing going on. It would be better to have harsher punishments, but then you're going to chase away that player base. But you don't want those people playing with you. So, yeah. You know, the companies don't want to chase people away. That's bad business. You don't. Even if they're shitty players, you want to keep them around. It bees what it bees. There's no happy solution. Either way, I hope you guys had fun playing Rocket League, and thank you for bringing your people over here. We're playing Steelrising. It's a game of just standing around, so don't worry about that. It's just a game of standing around. It's just a game of standing around. That's all you do. You just stand. You're in this room and you talk to people. There's nothing really that you do. It's a diplomacy game. It's not true.
Monsieur le Marquis.
I'm listening, Aegis.
We did, yes. Ooh, best game ever, exactly. I'm not supposed to mention something to him. I'm not supposed to mention something, and I'm not quite sure what that is.
I spoke with Monsieur Marat and Monsieur Laclos.
Ah, the scoundrels. Did you force them to confess? Do you know what they did with the children?
They admitted to organizing the ambush at Gros Caillou.
Cursed recreants. Cowardly corrupters of innocence. Where are they holding their prisoners? They must be rescued immediately.
They do not have Charlotte and the Dauphin.
Excuse me? They dare to claim that?
It is the truth. The ambush was a catastrophe. The king had gotten wind of your plans. Automats from Versailles slaughtered the kidnappers and seized the children. By now, the children will have been reunited with their father. There is little doubt about that.
Mon Dieu. Then it is from the clutches of that tyrant in his own palace that they must be saved. I fear that such an undertaking is doomed to failure, although there is no question of giving up.
So you're like a robot during the French Revolution. You're like an automaton. So, and the automatons are powered by the dead. Like, apparently in this world, people have like some sort of soul essence, and that's what powers the automatons. So they're kind of like clockworks, more akin to like a watch with like a battery than like maybe a robot per se. But yeah, a little marionette like, yeah. What that mouth do? That's disgusting, Jinx Clown. That's disgusting. Go on.
General, there is an alarming rumor about you going around.
Huh. Just one, is there?
You are accused of having delivered the troops who had gathered in the Place Dauphine over to the king.
Calumny. This is nothing less than vile slander. I am the staunchest opponent of the bloodthirsty tyrant who claims to rule us. What's more, I did not call for the uprising. The National Guard came together on their own. This was the work of soldiers who rebelled and called on the people to rise up and defend Paris. It was only after they had gathered that the troops asked me to lead them. Alas, I was too late. But tell me, where did you hear this rumor?
I'm not telling them.
I cannot tell you that, General.
No matter. It's of no importance. I know my enemies, and they are wasting no time. The day will come when I shall make them pay.
Uh-oh.
Goodbye, Monsieur le Marquis.
Uh-oh. I may have made a boo-boo. I don't think I was supposed to tell him that. I didn't remember. It was like 3 days ago. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Can I help you, Aegis?
Goodbye, mon père.
No, you cannot. All right? Don't talk to him.
Monseigneur.
What can I do for you, Aegis?
Nothing.
Goodbye,
Go away.
Monseigneur.
Allez en paix, Aegis.
Monsieur Raymond.
Go on, Aegis.
See
Nothing.
you later, perhaps.
Okay, I've talked to all of you.
Monsieur Bailly.
Nope,
Goodbye,
nothing for
Monsieur
you.
Bailly.
And what about you?
Monsieur Lavoisier.
What can I do for you, Aegis?
The clues I found at the warehouse suggest that the gunpowder was moved to the Bastille.
Diable. You must find a way to get there and put an end to this threat.
Goodbye, Monsieur Lavoisier.
Okay, they didn't have anything new to say. You?
Have you found Monsieur Marat?
Yes, you were right. He is hiding in the quarries of Montmartre.
Did he show you the way to the Bastille?
No, but he told me about the tunnels that will take me to the Temple. From there, I can fight my way to the Bastille.
The man is trustworthy, as long as he does not count you among his enemies. You should leave us and take up his advice immediately.
Okay.
Goodbye, Monsieur de Robespierre.
I think we've talked to him about the
plan
Estates
goes to Bastille?
General.
I am working on...
The tunnels under...
Were you present when the Estates General...
Oui, madame. We
Yeah.
made... So he had... At least we only positively...
So you could just ask him
Goodbye.
that over and over again. Yeah. All right. And you, Mirabeau?
Have you found my mother?
No, not yet.
Remember, rumor has it she lives in the slums of the Marais, in the shadow of the Bastille.
Right.
Goodbye, Monsieur...
So there's a bunch of stuff at the Bastille that we can still do. All right. Well, I don't think I was supposed to tell him all that stuff, so that's not good. He's gonna kill people. All right, let's go to the Dauphin. Let's go there and do that. All right, so we are traveling to the city. And there's a side quest here. And this is the last side quest I think we could do before we have to go into the Bastille. I knew there was something I wasn't supposed to tell Lafayette, and the game crashed. Good. 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 It's the second time the game has crashed. That's not good at all. Because of my internet issues, Steam is not syncing the cloud saves, which is weird. I'm surprised I'm streaming right now, to be honest. It seems so weird what works and what doesn't work. Like, I feel like I shouldn't, like, most services that require me to connect, I cannot connect to. Most services, they're just like, it just hangs and it's like, you don't have internet. Somehow I can stream to Twitch, which is weird. But like any game I've tried to connect just won't do it. All right, let's try again to go to the city. Perfect. All right, so let's see where we have to go. We have to go Place Dauphine over there. The Steam Cloud's not great. Gotta quit and reopen it at times from my experience. I have not had a single problem with the Steam Cloud until I started having internet problems on Saturday. And, like, bad internet problems. Everything has been acting up since then. Like, most services and stuff, I can't properly connect. Like, I literally can't connect to them. Like, I'll log in and they'll be like, no, you don't have internet. It'll just, like, hang. I've never had a problem with the cloud syncing ever. Which maybe I'm just fortunate. But up until Saturday, anytime there's like a sync thing, it's just like, yep, got it, no problem. Syncing. Yeah, I've been having some like real bad internet issues. All right. I don't know where I'm going. Can you not target him? Okay, I'm gonna just... Ow. I should have dodged. I should have dodged. I should have dodged. Instead, I took it to the face like a damn fool. I was not smart. I think this is the quickest way to do this. Oh, did I ever find anything about her son? I don't think I did.
Madame.
Do you have any news of my son?
Alas, I do not.
Will I never see him again in this life?
Yeah, I don't understand what to do for her. Like, I literally have like searched everywhere that I can think of. Oh, oh, oh! Good. Good. Easy stuff. All right, so it's right over here. So that wasn't too bad to get to. It was impossible to get to. You need to jump up there, like the champion you are. What? Okay. You will attempt again to jump up. There you go. Oh, there was the locked chest here. I remember this. There was a locked chest here I couldn't do anything with. I forgot where this was. That's just floating there. Very good. Pick it up. A recruitment log. A list of men and volunteers who have enlisted in the National Guard. Colonel Armand, the most senior officer, is on the first line. I don't know what that means, but okay, sure. There was like a mini boss here.
Not even the commanding officer was spared. Lafayette didn't hand over his army to the king. This must certainly be Colonel Armand. I should keep looking around Place Dauphine.
Okay. Yeah, there was a treasure chest right there. I can unlock this? Let's go! Steel key!
The headquarters at the Pont au Change. By all appearances, it's not official. Most likely an underground hiding place that can be entered from the riverbank. I'll try to track down Capitaine Lefebvre. If he and his men withdrew to the Société des Amis des Noirs, he must have gone towards the Châtelet. It would have been a desperate move for certain. I doubt any of them survived the retreat. But now that I think about it, the padlocked door near the Pont au Change, could that be the entrance?
A dispatch from Captain Lefebvre. Find the secret. From Captain Lefebvre. Posted at the headquarters at the Pont au Change. Situation compromised by the automat attack near the Châtelet. As expected, we shall fall back to the Société des Amis des Noirs. Des Amis des Noirs.
Yellow cartridges. A conspirator's secret sign. There was most certainly a conspiracy. There's no doubt about that. But those involved shared the same fate as the rest of them.
Welcome back, Flip. Is there anything else here? There's two things. Captain Lefebvre, find the secret headquarters. Alright. So it kind of like split off for some reason. Oh, there's somebody down there. Anything else we can investigate and find in this little small area? Can I get up there? I can get up there. Let's go up top here. That is not how you jump. Jump. It's time to get a nap. I sat here dozing off. Hopefully you have a good morning and a wonderful stream. Thanks, Jinx. I appreciate it. Thank you for the raid. Enjoy the rest of your day. Get some great sleep. Feel better? Feel better? That seems like something you should say to someone. Yeah, feel better. Word. All right, it looks like that was everything around here. There doesn't seem to be anything else sitting around. No. So we have two choices. Let's go look at our, I think it's journal? Side quest. Aegis must find the Countess of Covey and Marai. All right. Aegis must find the underground headquarters near the Pont au Change mentioned by Captain Lefebvre. Aegis remembered a padlocked gate she saw in the tunnels under the Châtelet. The entrance is near Pont au Change. So there's like 2 things I can do there, I guess. Dead or she must find Captain Lefebvre, dead or alive. He retreated towards the Société des Amis des Noirs. Des Amis des Noirs. And we have to find the headquarters. So it's possible that there's like 2 different ways to the headquarters, I guess. Find the secret headquarters. Find Lefebvre. Alright, it's back the way we came, though. I mean, the closer thing is the secret headquarters thing, so we could attempt to try that. That's on the other... It's over there. That's the over there. Yeah. My legs are tired. Got it. My legs is always tired. Got weary legs. I was gonna say, there were a bunch of enemies here. The game likes to do this thing where enemies will just like walk towards you until you hit an attack button and then they will attack. And more often than not, their attacks are faster than mine. Oops. Oh, I almost went off the ledge. So down there, I don't know. They they have invisible walls everywhere. I actually think that might have been wrong. I don't know if I can get over to that side from there. I don't think I actually can. I'm not quite sure how I get down there. Oh. Hello. You gonna drop down? Very good. You know, sneaky? We can sneaky! So those guys will suicide bomb you. That's frightening. Alright, so I can jump up over here and then we go down there. Uh-huh. I don't know what we're supposed to find, though. Find Captain Lefebvre, dead or alive. I guess I need to do both things. I'm gonna rest here. How many? I mean, I don't really need to rest. On the off chance we die to something. I don't really die much in this, but on the off chance I do something silly, a silly boy would do. I have the weapon that I have is completely maxed out. Like, it's as strong as it can get. Which is wild to think. Because we're not near the end of the game. Oh, that's not good. We're definitely not near the end of the game, but we have a maxed out weapon. Compass. Alright, we will... Oh, okay, hello. Yeah, we'll just follow along here. He was faster than me, like a dirty cheater. So I've been down in these sewers before. We looked around and I didn't find much of anything. And there's probably a good reason why we didn't find much of anything. Because a lot of the places that you go exploring, if you go exploring before you get a side quest, you tend not to find much. Bad little spider. So the spiders give these guys like super armor. Oh, that hurt. I'm gonna heal. You want to take the little spiders down. Maybe this will lead to Captain Lefebvre. Maybe us finding, like, wandering around to these, like, secret headquarters.
There's no point trying to force it. This lock requires a 4-letter password. I should follow Capitaine Lefebvre's footsteps. He and his men withdrew to the Société des Amis de Noir. They must have gone towards the Châtelet. I doubt they survived their retreat.
Mother fucker. Oh, we can't go that way. We have to platform. How's your internet? I like the fact that it's like working right now, Darby. I'm impressed. I just figured I'm gonna just try and stream just because. It seems to be going okay, but I feel like it's a lie. Everything that I've tried to do with my internet has felt wrong. Like, I can't get, like, consistent connections and stuff like that to anything. Like, shit just keeps dropping and causing issues. Like, I can't log into, like, certain, like, things that usually require me to log into. I can't do it. Yesterday, I was trying to play Grounded for a little while. And it wouldn't, like, load in. I couldn't connect to their servers and stuff like that. And it's every online game that I tried to do that had issues, and my internet is just very inconsistent, very inconsistent. Like, Steam intermittently, like, loads and doesn't load. It's just really, it's weird. It's weird. It's not, yeah, I just don't have any consistency, which is very problematic. Like I said, I'm kind of surprised that I'm able to stream. I didn't realize that they used their head as a hammer. That was interesting. Rip internet. Well, I have a tech coming out in about 3 hours, so I'm not gonna do like a big stream today. We're just doing like a little bit of a baby stream. I just figured, look, if I can stream for a little while, cool. And it seems to be working here, so I don't understand what exactly is happening with my internet. Whatever it is, there is an issue, and I tried everything on my end that I could possibly think of and do. I wasn't having these problems until recently. Oh, it's over there? Oh, I came through here thinking it was like in here. It's not. It's through here. Alright, it's fine. I guess I'll heal here. Get some of my heals back.
The poor souls. They died just steps from their goal. York. What does that mean?
A dispatch from Major Marquet. From Major Marquet to Captain Lefebvre. You're ordered to do everything in your power to stop the advance of enemy troops at the Châtelet. If necessary, sabotage the system that opens the doors. York. Alright, so now we go to that door that we saw before. That's where we go. So now we go underground. They said it was a 4-letter word. We found our 4-letter. Let's go do it. Let's go. So everything seems okay right now, which is nice, but it's not okay. It's like a lie. Nothing's okay. Hopefully they'll be able to diagnose something. And it'll be like an easy fix. Like maybe there's like a box outside the house that they can like reset or something like that, and it'll make my life easier. Alright, we'll just ignore that guy over there and we'll just go this way, since we opened up the shortcut. Alright, easy peasy. Alright, this is cool. New place to go into.
Y-O-R-K. Good. The lock opened. The headquarters. This place must be studied carefully.
Yes, I will study it very carefully. I'm a great study of things. I pay lots of attention to stuff.
This document bears the signature of the Marquis de Lafayette, so the rumors were true. The Garde Nationale wasn't formed spontaneously. All of this was carefully orchestrated. It is high time the Marquis de Lafayette explained himself.
Okay, Manifesto of Henry V. I'm gonna go in, since that's scrolling, and I'm gonna read that in my journal here. Or notes. All right, Manifesto. Manifesto of Henry V. The signatories of this document swear to work to bring about the deposition of King Louis XVI of his name in favor of his eldest son, the Dauphin Louis Joseph. They vow to pursue this aim at any cost and to sacrifice their lives. Yeah, hold on. Got a message from Verizon. If everything has been fixed, nothing has been fixed, Verizon. That's why your technician is coming out. They vow to pursue this aim at any cost and to sacrifice their lives if the situation demands it. They agree in accordance with their position and rank to uphold and observe the following strategic measures. 1. At the first bloodshed by the king, the veterans of the Saint-Ange Regiment stationed at the Hôtel des Invalides will form a national guard and will publicly free themselves from royal control. Care shall be taken to stage this mutiny publicly in order to earn enthusiasm of any people, civilians, or soldiers who might witness it. 2. These newly constituted troops will go to the barracks throughout Paris to call for the assistance of other units. 3. Civilian agents will enter markets where there are large numbers of people and call for volunteers. They will have pamphlets, posters, and banners they can use to convince the patriots. 4. Soldiers and volunteers will gather in Place Dauphine, where a recruitment office will be established. The conspirators will insist on the name of Lafayette and will claim him as their leader. Everyone will need to be convinced that the Marquis is the right man to lead. Anyone who challenges this may be intimidated. When the troops are ready for battle, the Marquis de Lafayette will come to lead them. This is followed by about 20 signatures. The Marquis de Lafayette signature is on the first line. Lafayette's got some splaining to do. It seems like we've caught him red-handed. It seems that Lafayette is playing both sides. He's playing the sides of the revolution and playing the side of the king. An arrest order. To all officers, I insist yet again on the necessity of putting a stop to the actions of Citizen Marat, who continues to evade justice. No matter how successful our military actions are, we will be unable to restore public peace as long as the troublemaker remains free to sow the seeds of discord. Therefore, during our operations, be very careful that the person concerned does not take advantage of the chaos to slip through our fingers. Take him alive if possible, but use all means necessary if he refuses to cooperate. Vive Lafayette. Debove, second in command. It seems like maybe Lafayette wants to seize control himself. The text of an oath. We, the officers, soldiers, and veterans of the Saint-Ange Regiment, liberators of American people, swear allegiance to General de Lafayette, the only man in this kingdom who's capable of restoring peace. We hereby vow to follow him at all costs and to ensure that his military and political endeavors prevail by any means necessary. Vive Lafayette. Vive. Live Lafayette. Discobulus wheel? Discobulus? Discobulus? Good. Floating boxes. We like it. Can't jump up there. There's nothing up there to jump to. Alright, and it seems like this is just a dead end here, so. What is the Discobulus? Oh, it's another one of the big heavy weapons. You can throw it. An ingenious internal mechanism launches a disc at the enemy, causing physical damage and throwing them off balance. That seems pretty cool. This could also be neat. It levels in affinity though. Alchemy. I don't have any of that. I made myself into like a power build, so we've maxed out our strength. And now I'm working on some agility, which is the other attack. And then there's a third one. There are 3 different things that you can have, and I just maxed out the strength one. So we're kind of a little bit of a glass cannon. Not really, but a little bit of. Little tiny smidgen of glass cannon. A smidgy poo. I mean, it's easy, just don't get hit, you know? Uh-oh. Yep. Just don't get hit. I mean, I can take a hit. It's not too bad. I need to just mash on attack. Like, so often, like, the game just doesn't recognize the input. I just need to mash on the attack. Okay, so I think we're just returning. Yeah, we're just returning, and we're gonna confront Lafayette. So we have to make our way back to the carriage. Shouldn't be too hard. I don't know that I remember how to get back there from here, but we can figure it out. We got a compass. We got a compass. We just need to go towards. Oh, yeah. I think I know. I think I know. I think I know. I think I know. Yeah, this should be like real close to it. I think I just need to go through that gate over there and we're good. But also deal with this guy first. And then these 2 guys. That was not what I... It was red. Very easy to get back over. That was simple. I didn't kill him. He survived my attack. My amazing, very amazing, super amazing attack. All right, so now we go back to Luxembourg. We confront Lafayette, and I think for now this is the last side quest we could do before we go to the Bastille. I'm excited to go to the Bastille. Also, there apparently are like side quests and stuff that we can do there. All right, Lafayette, what do you have to say?
Monsieur le Marquis.
I'm listening, Aegis.
You lied to me, General. Now I know all about your machinations.
And what could you possibly think you know?
I know that you raised the National Guard for the sole purpose of taking command of it. There was nothing spontaneous about the uprising.
Do you have any evidence to support your accusations?
I do. I have the manifesto.
Bon sang.
All right, now we get to talk to him about it. All right, cool. The plot.
Why resort to this manipulation?
You must understand what I have done. I did for the good of the kingdom. I wanted to stop this massacre while protecting the Queen and the Dauphin. In the name of the people, Aegis. But an actual uprising of the people would have inevitably led to disaster. Only professional soldiers could organize and lead the resistance.
I mean, it could be both.
Who were your accomplices?
My brothers in arms, the brave men of the Régiment de Saintonge, veterans of the American War, men who at the Battle of Yorktown brought an empire to its knees. Alas, we gravely underestimated the enemy's forces. We thought we would face an infantry supported by a handful of machines, but an entire army of automats. It was unthinkable.
Okay.
Some accuse you of harboring a lust for power. The circumstances were to your advantage.
These aspersions are all too familiar to me. But tell me, if I wanted the crown for myself, why did I not take it when I returned from America? When I had seasoned troops at my command, and the people sang my praises with one voice? No. That makes no sense. Though I readily admit that I do believe I am worthy of fulfilling an important role for the Queen, after her son is crowned. Lieutenant General of the Kingdom, for example. Or even, if circumstance requires, the Regent. Voila. Now you know everything. I haven't left anything out. However, this truth, if it were made public, would play right into my enemy's hands. So I ask you not to reveal anything I've just told you, and to give me the manifesto.
Yeah, okay. I don't know. He's two-faced, you know? Like, it's kind of hard to believe everything that's coming out of his mouth. He seems to be very power hungry, right? He definitely has machinations. Yeah, sure, here.
C'est entendu, General. Here.
Aegis, by doing this, you're not saving my honor. You're saving the future of the entire kingdom.
Wow.
Oh, and one more thing. Can you tell me where I can find my detractor? The one who told you the rumors about me?
I cannot tell you anything, General.
Oh, no matter. I will not let this serpent continue to vilify me. I shall get redress for these aspersions in the end.
Do as you wish, General de Lafayette. Goodbye, Monsieur le Marquis.
All right. Well, there's that. And isn't Marat at... He's here. So I would have to go here, but it says like report back to him here. That's not right. Unless he's like outside. I called out of work today. Yay? I know it's because you're not feeling well.
Monsieur Marat.
Madame?
I'm surprised to find you here. Did you follow me?
Didn't you know? The Duke's allies are always impeccably informed. Some even say that we have eyes and ears everywhere.
What do you want from me?
To tell you the truth, I can't wait to hear what you've discovered about the matter at hand. And I was afraid you might leave me in the lurch. You can never be too cautious these days. That's why I decided it would be better for me to come to you.
He told us not to reveal anything. I'm not gonna reveal anything.
I found no incriminating facts. Nothing to indicate that the Marquis was involved in a conspiracy.
Come now, what do you mean? You sure you're not leaving anything out?
Why do you assail this man so?
Because I will not permit things to go from bad to worse. I will not allow the Patriots who are now fighting our tyrant to suffer yet another oppressor. That's why, in the name of the French people, I ask you one last time, do you have any proof to give me?
Keep it?
No. You must believe me.
Eh bien, if that's true, then there's no hope for us. I must admit defeat. We will have either the King or Lafayette, one despot or another. In either case, my fate is sealed. I will soon join the Duke in exile, and I will abandon my beloved people to their doom. I have no other choice.
Oops. Can I undo that? Ah, well. Off to the temple. I had made a choice. It was a great choice. Best choice anyone could ever make at any time for anything. No one's ever made better choices than me right there. No one. Oh. What are you doing here? Well, we've done everything we can. So we rest here. Levels are now like 20,000 or something like that. This is like the point of no return. I don't know what that means. Marat told us like this, like we can't continue after this point. So do everything we can, and I did. But there's like side quests and stuff we could still do for people. We just didn't have access to it until we got to the Bastille. I wonder if I could just warp back to the carriage. There's no way back up at all. It's all very... Normally the game gives you like ways to return. This is definitely not. See you up there. Naughty little spider. Crab. Spider crab. Is way down there. What else do we have around here? I see that there's like spots that I can platform up there. It looked like there was another kickable wall here. Always look for enemies before you pick up an item. They try to get you. All right, let's go up this way. It was a grapple point. Looks like over to the left here. Something we could go up to. All right. And then over here. And it looks over there. I don't know that I can make that all the way over there. All right, run and jump. Run? Yeah, we can. Nice. Not much of anything, but cool. That's where we came in. All right, so just a couple little small spots, that little extra spots we can get 1 or 2 items from. Gotcha. All right, down we go. It's another one-way drop. Lots of one-way drops. Improved frost grenade. We have a lot of grenades, but none of the grenades ever did much. I tried using them at the beginning. They did not seem very helpful. Okay, that's another way down. I'm assuming that's the way forward here. Let's just take a quick peek. Yeah, it seems like the way forward. Every spot here is just another like one-way drop. You cannot go back. I saw the little glowy bit behind there. We got a wall kick here. The pit. It is definitely a pit. Oh, okay. Don't try to go over there. Thank you. I think the spider shot me. I think it was the spider that shot me. Alright, I could go down there, and it looks like you can grapple back up. I can't look up any higher than that. Let's go up here. Dingy dingy dingy. Where is that coming from? It's like up above there? Music definitely got louder when we got over there. It looks like I'm going down here. It does. It's like a kickable wall there. I didn't. It does look like there's an up there, but I don't see a way up. Oh, there's a grapple point right there, huh? Yeah. Right, and that's where the music was coming from. More grenade. Not that we need that. Alright, maybe, yeah, maybe progress is over there. Not down below, alright? It doesn't look like a Bastille to me. Yeah, alright, that could be progress. That would lead me over to there. Oh, okay. Let's do this instead. Okay. And anything else here? No, just drop down. That's fine. Oh. Oh. Okay, not fine. All right. Oh, I thought that there was like a wall that you could kick there. Now, why would I come down here then? I can't like go through there. Yeah, I don't see anything down there that would make me go, yeah, I should be down there. Okay, that's cool. Whatever. Back up this way. That's fine. Whatever. All right. Explosive grenade. The temple cellars. The area that we're in here is pretty large. This also connected to the quarry. So this place is pretty big. All right, it's a door kick, and we got a checkpoint. Nice. Let's activate it. I guess there's no reason not to sleep here. I don't have a reason to rest, but we'll do it. We'll get our 2 HP back. I took that shot. I can't get a level. It is 27,000. I don't quite yet have enough keys. I could level up the volley mallet. I was contemplating getting that leveled up because it's a pure attack weapon. So it's probably going to do more damage than I can at least get it up to. It'll do more damage than the halberd. The halberd's at 110. This will automatically put it at 106, so it'll go higher than that. Volley mallet might be like really strong. Sure, why not? I have one orichalcum ingot. It'll put it at 122. I mean, that's just pure damage. That's certainly the highest damage thing that there is here so far. I don't know how good its special move is. I don't have anything to level that up. You don't have enough keys. Not sell. Materials. So I could buy one module key. We could get an orichalcum ingot. Now, the orichalcum ingots are the ultimate material that we need to level up. That's 7,500. Right now we need 10,000 to get another level. We still need to find, what is that? I have one key. This would give us 2. There's still 3 module keys somewhere out there. A lot of the module keys we end up getting are from like mini bosses. But I mean, I can't level up, so no reason to stress over it right now. One more level in the big heavy weapon. Right, there's Stompy over there. So the temple is supposed to somehow connect into the Bastille. I think there'll be like a lever on the other side of this to open up these gates. There's also a little spider dude there. Can I hit him? No. Most of the gates that have these bars on it can be raised. At least most of the ones that we've come across seem to be able to be raised. Alright. I got a little punched in the face there. No real worse for wear. Yep, screw you, table. I'm a big girl after all. I think if I jumped on a regular just wooden table, it'd break. I can door kick or I can wall smash. Look at all the barrels I can break in here. And boxes. I got a lightning grenade there. I'm assuming this is progress, yeah? Because I can't get over that other wall out here, even though... Look, uh-oh. Don't be inside those barrels. Oh, I could maybe just jump right over that. Yeah. I did not expect to be able to do that. I thought maybe there was going to be something that looped me around to here. I'm going to quickly check out that other path. We'll go here first, then we'll... Because this could just be a dead end, and that could be the intended way over there. Yeah, alright. Yup. Yep. Just a little nook with a dead guy. Okay, so they just expected you to climb over that. Most of the time, those barriers have like some sort of invisible wall that they try to keep you going over. It's weird. So I didn't expect us to be able to climb over that. Okay. Let's hope the little crab guy comes over here. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Oh my god. I think this guy's gonna kill me. I had no idea. Excuse me? His charge attack goes so much further than my now. Okay, yeah, that was about as bad as that could have gone. Holy crap. I didn't realize that he was like causing sparks and that was the attack. I thought he was just kind of like defending in front of himself with the grinding there. I didn't realize that that's what that was doing. It's a little bit silly on my part, huh? At the beginning of this, I just got obliterated by a fairly simple enemy. That does not make me feel good. Ooh. Did not see you there a second ago. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, I thought those gates were gonna lift. Thought there was gonna be like a lever here. There is no lever. Oh, that was weird. That was very weird. It's just like, okay, loading. Oh, all right. They could have done that transition better. They definitely could have done that transition better. That was very unexpected. Very unexpected. Oh. Sometimes rocks like that are a slippery slope.
Turning back. From now on, I will have to do without a carriage. The Bastille is to the south of the Temple.
There's no turning back. I mean, you already said that before. We knew that. At the Temple. 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 Are you trying to say temple? No, I'm saying temple. Temple. All right, so we've got two things that we can do here. The green is always our main objective, but we have these two side ones. Find the Countess of Covey and find the gunpowder at the Bastille. So we'll try to locate both of those things for sure. I'm definitely resting here. I got beat up by that dude. He kicked my booty way too booty. I don't like the goody booty. The goody booty kick. Goody booty. At the Temple. I don't like the way Temple is pronounced. It makes my mouth feel like it's filled with peanut butter. Okay, shortcut. Let's work our way around to it. Eventually, one day. Ah, you. The heavy weapon being able to knock enemies down. Well, this is a heavy weapon. This is a heavy weapon. Normally the halberds are medium, but having the heavy weapon being able to knock enemies down is lovely. Pick that up. And that breaks. Nice. It looks like I'm jumping over here. Also, it looks like I'm looking around over here. Hey, I'm off to sleep. You have fun with your game and not dying. Good night. Okay, Darby. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you got done what you needed to do today. Hope you had fun. Did you need to do editing? Did you need to do things? All right. My friend knows I'm here, I think. There's another friend here. This is a spider. Oh, you were arguing with PC programs. Oh, okay. Well, I hope you figured out how to argue properly with PC programs. And probably, but I don't know what day it is. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Tuesday is Tuesday. A message from High Command, from General de Villedieu to Captain Larocque. As I have not been informed of the incidents you report, I have no further instructions to give you. In the name of the king, I order you to keep your troops in the fortress of the temple, and I assure you that there's more to fear from the masses than from the mechanical battalions of His Majesty's army. We're all fucked? Why are we fucked? I don't want to be fucked. Is that a good thing? Do I know who's doing the fucking, and is it consensual? Because I'm not giving consent on my end. I do see this. Can I? Yes, you can. I don't think that's how I'm supposed to do it. Nope, not even close to how I'm supposed to do it. All right. Let's go back up the stairs here and go around. Life and no. Oh yeah, life doesn't even use lube. Those are some weird looking clouds. Chemtrails! I'm outlawing chemtrails in my country. Oh. Okay. I thought that was one of those guys we've seen before. That guy was a little bit tankier than the others. Makes sense. You know, there's an invisible wall there. So it does look like I'm going down into the city proper. I would like to go there first before we deal with the Bastille and all that. If that's at all possible, it might not be. That's how we were supposed to get up there, was by doing that. These people had a picnic. And it was ruined by automats. They were like, would you like some cheese and crackers to go with the wine? Wait, that was like German. With the wine? Would you like to have some cheese and crackers? Cracker? Would you like a cracker? Hello, the cracker? The cheese? The cheese is delicious. Oh, I killed them. I can't see those emotes. My computer doesn't load them because the internet is like, no, we don't load that stuff for you. Oh, I see him now. It took 10 minutes for them to load in. Thanks for hanging out, Darby. Oh, it loaded in more. There were just 3, and now there's 6. Nice. Three is the magic number. Alright, well, let's fight this guy. Come on. You will not throw a grenade at me. But he did not throw a grenade at me. This was a great day. Alright, we can't grab the roof there. Can't break those blocks. I can door kick. feels impossible to know, like, which way is progress. So we just go. And we hope for the best. All right, no interaction there. I want to go back to where that fountain was. Fountain, checkpoint. I don't know what they're called. Lantern? This. I want to see what's over here, too. There's that guy up there. Yeah, and he's just gonna shoot. Is there a way to get up to him? Yeah. Should have waited there. Should have waited there. Just should have dodged that charge. Should have been patient. Definitely would have prevented me from getting shot in the face. So yeah, it just loops around to right here. And then there's the guy stomping around down there. There's also somebody down here that I agitated, wasn't there? Yeah, this guy. Nice. So I could go down there, and that leads into... Okay, it just loops around. Let's look up here real quick. Ooh. Wasn't here before. No, I was. This is... Yeah. Yeah. There were just multiple ways down. I could have gone... I went to the left there, but you could go to the right. Alright. So going up there just loops down to the dude who's in the courtyard down there. No. There's not an enemy there. That's good for us. That's good for us. I very much assumed we would grab that and then someone would run out from over there. Okay, a module key. Nice. That gives us 3 with the one in the shop. So we only need 2 more module keys. Big boy. Ah, all right, let's go around. Let's go around. I'm gonna see if we can be sneaky at all. Oh, he's definitely gonna turn around. I was holding down attack. I don't know why she did a charge attack. I was holding down attack. I did not like that. Alright, the reason why I went around was because there was this gate here. I don't know what purpose that serves me, but did it for that. There's an item here. Oh, that's baskets. I thought that was like half a barrel. Like, that looks weird. Half a barrel? No, it's just some stacked baskets. My brain. All right, let's try to jump the... Oh, okay, that's not going to happen. Just short. Get the hell out of there! Ah! No! It's okay. Everything's fine. Sometimes you can stand on these roofs. Like there'll be roofs with less of an angle and you'll just slide right off of them. And then some of them they're just like, yeah, sure, no problem. You can stand on that. It's inconsistent. Like there's clearly places they want you to climb on and places that they don't. But I feel like they could do that by like making the roofs you can't climb on a certain slope and then roofs that you can a certain slope. Then it doesn't matter. But the problem with stuff like that is it always, to me, feels like a deterrent for exploration. Ooh, okay. Wait, what? Oh, that's so you can get around the gate. Oh, okay. I thought there was going to be like an item or something up here. Yeah, that's just so that you can come down here and get around the gate. Weird. They give you 2 ways to get around that gate. Very weird. There's some strange level design. There's definitely some odd level design. All right, well, that's the Bastille. So I guess you have to go through the Bastille to get to the city underneath. Because I can't go down there yet. I was kind of hoping I'd be able to get there yet, but nope. I guess we go through the Bastille. Sure. Hôtel du Grand Prieux. Prieux. One of these nerds. One of those nerds. Okay, that guy saw me. That did a decent amount of damage, but it also hurt me, so that wasn't good. The enemies were still able to attack when I did that. I was just curious what would happen. I mean, it did a lot of damage. Oh, I hit the bag right there. That's why there was an item. All right. Yeah, not necessarily the smartest of choices by me. I wanted to see what it would do. I was curious, and I was like, these are pretty easy enemies to deal with. This won't be a problem. And yeah, no, it turned into a problem. It's definitely a problem. I had health, and then I didn't have had. I did, then didn't. I had it, then I had it not. Nothing in there. Any places we can jump up here? Right there. All right. Anything else we should be looking out for here? Huh. And now I can stand on a tree. Yeah, I mean, like, look at that. Like, I was just standing on a roof outside the Bastille here, and I can't stand on that because they don't want you on it. I don't like that. Then make it a place I can't stand on. Like, make it look as though it's a place that I am incapable of being on top of. You know, rather than just making it a slippery roof. No way I can get there from over here. Oh, maybe. All right. I don't know if I can actually do anything over there, but I'm gonna. Weird. All right. Let's try that again. How did I? Oh, okay. Well, I definitely thought that it was within the possibility. I could grab up. I just saw up there and I went, ooh, yeah. I can grab. Okay, well. I don't think there's anything up there of value. They put some breakable boxes and stuff, but I didn't see anything. Unless the, like, greatest item in the game is up there. Oh my god, what if it is? We need to know. No, no! I didn't see anything up there. Alright, let's take a look at our compass. Alright, so that wasn't the Bastille. Find gunpowder at the Bastille is over there. Gotcha. So we can find the Countess, Mirabeau's mother. That's the Bastille? No. How do I get over there? She's just right over there. Oh, I climbed the carriage. I see. I see. And that's the wall where I was, like, looking down on. I think. Maybe it was, like, on the other side of that. Probably. The Marais. So this was the slums, I guess they said? Nice. Is it a dynamic skybox? The clouds look like they're moving. I don't think the moon is moving, but the clouds look like they're moving. That's cool. I'll take that. I have enough for a level? All right, we're getting agility. That's what I've been working on. I got vigor to 10. That's our endurance. And then I've been working on agility. It might not be a great idea. My health, I've only got 4 levels in health. I don't really feel like a strong urge to. Engineering could be helpful because it gives us more armor, but I don't particularly feel squishy. Like, yes, some enemies hit kind of hard, but for the most part, it's not too bad. I'm going to keep upping agility because that helps our secondary weapon. That helps this one, the blade one. We could get that up to 200. That would be pretty dope. If I could get it to like level 10, I think I would be pretty happy with it. It's about halfway. That's a lot of experience to dump into it, though. We'll work on it. We'll try to get there. Can I go back? Yeah, you absolutely can go back if you would like. Alright. Doesn't look like there's any enemies down there. Right, that's the grapple point behind us. I hear you. I think they're up there. That doesn't do anything to me. It also looks like that's a shortcut here. It is good. Another way back around to our checkpoint there. So there's a fence around there, so no going through there. Is this another? Kind of looks like a dead end for now. Nope, there's stuff there and there. All right, I'm gonna go up and to the left here for. What wonderful stairs you have. What lovely and wonderful stairs you have. There was something invisible here. What the hell? Did they check to see if stairs worked in this game? Did they? Maybe it's just those stairs. We need an invisible wall on these stairs. There's stairs. Why? Well, I said so. Oh, okay. Yeah, good. Great choice. Great choice. Great choice. Good answer. Doesn't look like anything. So we have a choice here. I could go down to the left, or I can go down to the right. Let's go. This looks locked too. Yeah. Let's go down here first. Let's go check this out. Oh, there's a path underneath. Okay. Cool. A canal. Oh, see, now it's a good place for an enemy or a wonderful item. Oh, there's a bag. I see you, bag. I'm gonna touch you. Perfect. Sometimes those bags would drop down an item. Like, you'll see the little sparkle fall and then the item appears underneath. Sometimes there's nothing there. Like, you'll hit it and then nothing is there on the ground. It just... whatever was supposed to be there just despawns. I don't think it's ever anything, like, big. Like a nice item. It's usually, like, money or a grenade or something like that. So it's usually nothing vital. Like a module key is more what I was getting at. Oh, okay. Hello. So I don't think I've ever missed out on anything, but 4 or 5 of those so far have just kind of dropped nothing. There are grapple points right there, none of which I can grab from down here, it looks like. I see the little spider crab. And then the big guy. If we could get the spider crab to see us and not the big guy, that would be really nice. Okay, well, I think I got both of them. But if I can take it down, yep, that'll work. That'll work nicely for us. Ah! Yeah, we were gonna trade that blow. I'll take it though, it wasn't a hard hit. Yeah, looks like there's one path and another. It also looks like there's a gate right there. I better be able to open this. But oh, right here?
Oh my god!
What is it?
Trampoline! Trampoline!
You said what now?
I'm surprised it worked at all, to be perfectly honest. I'm surprised it worked at all.
Steel isn't the only thing rising comes violently.
That was so late. Violently comes late. Starpy, thank you so much for 54 months. I really appreciate it. You're on a 42-month streak. 54 months, that's almost 54 months. I got scared at how late it was. I did too. I did too. It almost pulled the comeback in. It almost pulled the comeback in. But now it's back out again, so we don't have to worry. 17 minutes later. I know. I've been having internet issues, and I got a tech person coming out today to check things out for us to see if they can fix some things. I'm assuming that's associated with some of the internet issues I've been having. I am shocked that I'm able to stream right now, considering the problems I've been having. So, cat teeth? Cat teeth? What about cat teeth? You want some cat teeth? I don't have any. Do you have any? You probably have a jar of cat teeth. Squirrel teeth. I'll take squirrel teeth. How you doing, Starpy? Welcome on in. Thank you so much for 54 months, man. I really appreciate that. I genuinely appreciate that. I hope you're doing well. I'm gonna shout Starpy out. Starpy's been streaming more recently, so we should totally shout Starpy. We should give Starpy a shout out. Starpy always deserves a shout out. Okay, there is not a Starpy command, but we could make one. Starpy's good people. Starpy is very good people. Love them. They're great. You should give him a follow. He's a variety streamer. He's a lot of fun. He's a cool VTuber. He's a sexy cat. I don't know if he's sexy, but he's a sexy cat. That was 43 minutes ago. Moment's gone. Oh, my bad. Squirrels broke your internet. It's possible. It's possible. Hopefully there's like some sort of box that they could just go to outside the house and tinker around with it and fix it. Beep, 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 and it's good to go. I don't think that's how it works, but it'd be good if that's what it was. Oh, you're welcome, man. Starpy's definitely good people. Sonic screwdriver. That's a thing. The sonic screwdriver is that sounds like a really powerful alcoholic drink, and I want one now. I want the sonic screwdriver. Darby, call Eidos, have them make me a sonic screwdriver, please. Doctor Who? What? I would like to have the sonic screwdriver, please. And thank you. I'm literally sick of not having a sonic screwdriver. What's up, Moon Girl? How you doing? Welcome on in. Happy Tuesday. All right, everything I want to do is back that way. The doctor. Doctor? What now? Say what now? To quote Bart, say what now? Maybe I can jump over there. Who? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Who? I don't understand what you're referring to. I do not understand. And now I'm scared that I don't understand because I'm not part of the joke. Usually I am the joke. Wait, that's not good. My shin bones have shattered. Okay, don't do that. I don't have time or relative dimension in this space to get what you're speaking about. Neither do I. Also, that was very nerdy. I don't understand that either. Or tortoise. Torty? Is it French? Tordi. Oui, oui. Tordi. Oh, okay, that was almost bad. Tordi. Darlek. Y'all are just making things up now. I'm going to bed. We've confused streamer enough. You have confused me quite a bit. It was malicious intent. It was malicious in intent. Extra palatal. Extrapolate. Oh, I thought that was an L. That's an exclamation point. I need my eyes checked. Extrapolate. Enhance. Learn your history? What history? What history am I learning? I like how I wasn't facing the item behind me, but I picked that up. That was good. Clearly one you don't know. So if I were a history buff, I'd understand this. Time to go back to school? I want to go back to school. I spent like 20 years in school. I don't want more than that. Oh, yep. Thought I moved out of the way of that. I did not. Extrapolate. I can extrapolate. What are we extrapolating upon? Hitler took over because the doctor never stopped him. I don't think my doctor was alive when Hitler was alive. What doctor? I'm trying to think of like Nazi doctors. I don't know any. Allons-y! And right about now, the world needs a doctor. Timey-wimey. Hoovian doctor. I don't know what's happening. You guys, you're playing a prank on me. It's a good prank. It's a good prank. Aha, got him, bro. We're speaking our... You are! We are all very sad now. That is my normal state of being, is very sad now. My very normal state of being. I think this is the way we came from. There's a dead enemy right there. Yep, and then we came this way and we broke some things. I came down over here. Better than being a bitchy trampoline. Is it? Is it? How does a trampoline get bitchy? Please stop jumping on me. Moisturize? The rising of the moist? I do like moist things. A moist towelette is very nice for cleaning your hands after having eaten very, very barbecue-y wings. Saucy wings. Moisturize. It is good to moisturize. This is true. Moisturizing is very good. Lube yourself up at every chance you have. I picked it up on new Earth. And why are there so many new Earths? Has something happened to Earth that I should be aware of? Uh-oh. You lit that tree on fire. All right, not good. Not good. Ah! Please stop horning. Oh, that was nightmarish. Grade 3 critical repair. Oh, and I got a module key. Dope. Wild that there was just a module key sitting around. The list of things you should be aware of and don't know grows. There's a lot. There's a lot. I'm going to sleep. Moon Girl, this was fun. Enjoy. Also, who's the best? I vote 10th, but 9th and 11th wasn't bad. What? Ninth and 11th what? President? Oh my god. A notice to the Marquis's visitors. Alerted by desperate cries, we citizens, Armand and Palemont, went to the aid of Madame de Covey in her miserable hovel. After chasing off her attacker, we found the poor woman in an alarming state. We took her to safety in the adjoining courtyard and then sealed it off. Faced with the automat threat, it was with a heavy heart that we decided to leave the temple quarter. We implore you, whom Providence has brought here, not to abandon her. David was my favorite, but I love them all. Jody, Nakuddy, Peter, Matt. There. Go back to your French game. It's okay. Thank you. I would also like to know what's happening, though. I'm very confused. You said names and numbers. None of that helps. In fact, I think it makes everything worse. In shooty? Ah, in shooty. Very good. Now I know exactly what we're talking about. I do now. Okay, so that is a path that I could take. Oh, okay. Ah, I can walk up and down that. Very nice. Just for me? That wasn't anything great. Can't break that. I found the stash. Ow. Custard and fish fingers, Nishuti Gatwa. There's a crack in your wall. I did. I found the crack and then I cracked it up real good. That wall was pro crack. All right, let's try over here. Ow. Double ow. I tried to get out of the way of that follow-up attack and I did not. Okay. Man, after doing all that, I was like, man, this item better be worth it. Here's some money. Here's some money. It was not worth it. Like, we could maybe try to go there, but I don't think I want to do that. There's another side to that gate, and I don't think that there's anything else here for me. was a little disappointing. So open that up. There was the gate there. That's how we got up here, was one of those hook shots. Kick down that wall. There wasn't anything. Oh, I remember when we were over here in the, yeah, you were here in the musical thing. Right. Let's see here. So yeah, I guess we just go through the house here. I don't, there's so many like small like paths that you can go down. Makes it kind of hard to be like, yes, this is the one. I could jump over there, but I think that looks like a way back up onto these. Enemy with ball hand jack. What? Oh, it's like a sick bed. All right, we got this open now. What does that do? Oh, this was the place with the, right. So another little shortcut thing. Gotcha. Oh, I thought I was gonna be able to climb back. Oh, you can. Yeah, here's right here. Duh. And then if you jump over here, then you can jump back over there. Yes, Darby, you have learned how to hit the button. You can stop now. Okay, yep, bad. Good night. Have fun sleeping. I'm just gonna be confused about what you folks were talking about. It's okay. I don't need to know everything. I need to know everything. Some monies. All right. Doctors. Yeah, it still doesn't make sense. What's up, Sean? How you doing? I saved my wife in Starfield, but the leader died. The leader being? What leader? Was he a bad guy? Was he a good guy? He probably deserved it. Ah. Door kick. Uh-oh. The leader of the constellation, my group in the game. So you killed your leader. Can you be the leader now?
By God. We're not gonna just leave her there. She'll be eaten by rats.
What would you have us do? Are you willing to risk your life just to go bury her?
Absolutely not. But still, what a sorry sight.
The day has passed and I can still hear her cries. It was blood-curdling.
Who could be so cowardly as to attack a half-crazed woman?
Oh, I'd wager that it was a stranger I saw hanging around here for 2 days.
Oh yeah, I remember. A sort of strong man with a pock-marked face, wasn't he? A frightening face, really.
He was asking about the Countess. And he was insistent, the brute. But I knew how to hold my tongue. You know me.
But the cutthroat must have succeeded in the end. God knows how he tricked the Countess into letting him in.
That's true. Our Countess was a highly suspicious woman. But why did he want to harm her?
No doubt it was because of those old rumours. As crazy and poor as she was, it seems that she kept a small treasure hidden under her bed. All that remained of her aristocratic life, it seems.
Treasure under her bed, you say? I love bed treasure. Is this her?
The Comtesse de Corvée. There is nothing more that can be done. This woman was not the victim of an automat, but of a murderer made of flesh and blood. I must immediately inform Monsieur de Mirabeau.
Okay, I can't read this. A letter addressed to the Marquise de Corvée. Let's go in my inventory here and read that. Wait. Okay, not that. Ah, there we are. Dear Madame, my former wife, at the hour when all strength having abandoned me, I'm about to expire, I wish to assure you that I bear no ill will for the innumerable misdeeds you have accomplished to my detriment. Let us turn our backs on past quarrels. I do not want to die your enemy, but to go in peace and promise you reconciliation beyond the grave. To this end, you will soon be visited by a man named Saint-Jean, a good man whom I have charged with carrying out my last wishes. Knowing your distrustful nature, I ask you to welcome him, not to keep your doors shut to him, and not to be frightened by his uninviting face. Rest assured that he has nothing but good news for you. Adieu, Madame, your former husband, Victor de Requetti, Marquis de Mirabeau. So he hired like a hitman, and the guy went and murdered his wife. What's up, Jarrett? How you doing? I want to, but I don't think anybody can replace her. I got her clothing after she died. She had a nice, cool jacket. Very good. 5-stream streak. Let's go. Anyway, I took my wife to her home planet where they made me part of House Varun, I guess. All right, nice, dude. That sounds lovely. I'm so happy for you. And your new jacket that you stole off of somebody's dead body. Shield claws. Okay. Do I want shield claws? Meow meow? I mean, why wouldn't you want shield claws? Oh. I thought they were like... Oh, that just broke. I thought they were leading me towards like another way out of here. It was given to me at the funeral as a way of honoring her. So you stole it from her cold, dead corpse. Good for you. As you should do to all things. Alright, we went this way. Oh, there was an item there. Nice. We could go up here as well. There was like a grapple point here. Ooh, but also a box to break. No, no boxes to break. I did not take it from her cold, dead corpse. That's disrespectful. You totally dug up her corpse, danced on her grave, and took her belongings. Good for you. Way to be a grave robber. Grave robbing is a fine job to have. It's very artful. We are also proud practitioners of grave robby dobbies. Ah! Okay, that hurt. Yep, there's always enemies waiting to smash your face in. Doing well. I've been dodging RE9 streams like the Matrix. I mean, it's not hard. Though lots of people were playing it. It's not hard. We had a nice funeral for her. She did not want us to extract revenge against the Starborn. We wife claimed me. My wife calmed me down after she thanked me for saving. Your wife calmed you down with what? Like a hand job or something like that? That's usually a good way to calm somebody down. It's a good way to do it. It's a good way to do it. Very good. I approve of this. It's very soothing, helpful. Interesting. There we go. Now, why would I go up there? Okay, yep, and I lost health by falling down. Great job. Great job. You have some pretty nutty momentum, and I wasn't holding forward, but my character kept running forward. She likes to stop and then take like extra steps to slow down. And that extra step was a doozy. It was a doozy. So have I with RE Requiem spoilers. Nice. You'd think, but try it at the grocery store and suddenly everybody gets all mad. No, people are such prudes. Hold on, no spoilers in chat. I don't think anybody's doing spoilers. Why do I bother? I've yet to play the new RE game. I have also yet to play the new RE game. I've heard lots of good things about it, though. I'm excited to play it at some point. Is there? Oh, there's a grapple point there, isn't there? Okay. Let's snag our way up here. That doesn't seem helpful. I guess that's so you can jump back up over there. I don't understand either of these. There's a grapple point up on top of there. There was nothing up there. I don't think that you could jump from up there to over here. And I don't see anything up here other than, I mean, I have to go this way. I have to go there or else I would have taken damage falling down again. I only have one heal too. Wait, no spoilers? I'm out of here. Oh, Starpy's full on spoiler. Nice. I'll give you a spoiler. Luke Skywalker's dead. There you go. That guy's dead. Was Rosebud. Rosebud is a sled. No, Mark Hamill. Oh my, I didn't say Mark Hamill. I said Luke Skywalker. That'll be a sad day when Mark Hamill dies. Let's not think about that.
Mes compagnons. My dear friends. I don't deserve to outlive them.
What are you blaming yourself for, monsieur?
No. Get back! Assassin!
I'm not your enemy. My only aim is to defeat the royal army.
Why should I believe you? It's true that you can speak. Maybe you're truly not one of them.
My right calf likes to do some serious talking from time to time.
Dites-moi, what is this chaos? What disaster has befallen the Place Royale?
That's where we, loyal patriots, had gathered. A band of brave souls, armed with what paltry weapons we could find. A few old sabers, some rusty muskets. That's all we needed to stop the enemy's advance. Alas, the tyrant riposted from the heights of the Bastille. His cannons tore us to shreds. I could only flee while my comrades fell as heroes for our nation. What's the point of surviving if you must bend the knee to a bloodthirsty despot?
Monsieur.
Leave me now. I'll soon join my comrades. Leave me, I say. I already have one foot in the grave.
Okay, very good, sir. Very, very good. I'm proud of you. I like smashing things. Something good for me? Smashy smashies? Yes, this is very good for me. Very good for me. Very, very good. Doesn't look like there's anything up there. All right, what do we got over here? Place Royale. I want the Royale with cheese. There's a big chunky boy over there. That also looks like a mini boss. So we got like a mini boss coming up. I love this. You know how much I like KCD2? What's KCD2? But speech checks aren't determined by RNG dice rolls. I'm assuming that's Baldur's Gate 3. Oh, Kingdom Come 2 Deliverance. But more building charisma with wearing noble clothes, using perfume and haircuts for buffs. As a refresher, with simulation playing a heavy role, as opposed to picking a certain job and save scumming. If the D&D style roll doesn't go through, you're not supposed to save scum. Like, the idea in those games is, yes, you can save scum, but you're not supposed to. You're supposed to role play. So if something fails, like if you were playing Dungeons and Dragons, you can't be like, time out, guys, I gotta reload my save. You just go, shit, I failed that. That's kind of the point, is you're not supposed to save scum. You're supposed to kind of like roll with whatever happens. I'm not saying I don't save scum. Of course I do. I'm a dirty save scummer. But the idea is you're supposed to just like roll with it and be like, ah, okay, I failed this check. Cool. But yeah, that's cool that they implemented a different system into the game. That's definitely cool. you don't smell like a noble, you dirty sewer rat. Okay, you can't go through there. Where'd you get those clothes? Look, man,
These cannons destroyed the square. What a ghastly massacre. It seems that the artillerymen used Monsieur Leclos' devastating cannonballs.
Look, man, I just didn't have time to put on some stanky, all right? A call to patriots. Compagnon. The fatal hour has come. The tyrant's army has destroyed our ranks. There's no longer any doubt about its superiority, and the moment the last soldier falls, the death machines will turn their weapons on the unarmed innocents. But we still have a chance. Let us gather our forces in Place Royale and march on the Bastille. We shall take the fortress. Let us offer an impregnable refuge to children, women, and the elderly. Let us raise the drawbridge and seize the artillery. This will allow us to defeat the mechanical horde. Marchons, marchons, la liberté ou la mort. Let us march, liberty or death. Ou la mort. La mort du fiend. Le monde du fiend? Le monde du fiend. Le monde du fiend. La mort du fiend. Uh-oh. You piece of shit. You can't heal. God, the recovery frames are so fucking long. I disagree! Oh man, was getting caught on like environmental stuff there. That was the wrong place to fight. This would have been better as over here. There was less things to get caught on. That was not good. That was very not good. I don't even know where we would checkpoint from. I do know that if I die, it'll be a big pain in the ass to get back. I am going to equip these vials here. This is another means of healing. It regens health over time, so we're just gonna have that on. I do not want to die here. Okay, you go down first. He actually hit me. Good. Oh, I see how it is. Beaten ass little punk. That was a big dude. The guy that I fought on top of this carriage was like the normal size one. This guy was like 50% bigger. On one quest, I literally had to do so many mechanics just to hit a 20 charisma just to speak to an NPC for continuation. I don't know, it just feels so much more satisfying, but I get your point of rolling with the punches. Last thing I want to say is that if you start on hardcore instead of normal, you have to select 3 debuffs. Right from the start, it's heavy. I saw someone playing through the game with all the debuffs. And to be fair, he didn't seem to be struggling too much. I don't know if he's just really good at video games or if the debuffs just aren't like a massive hindrance. Apparently there's a lot of things that you can overcome. I don't know. I've never played the game and I really don't know how the mechanics work in it, so. I just saw him doing bits and pieces of things. It seems like a cool game. Definitely not something I think that I would ever play. But I think that doing something new rather than just the standard dice roll checks, that's pretty cool. It looks like Kingdom Come does some really interesting things with mechanics. Okay, we got this guy. I don't think this is the boss dude. No, he's not. I really thought I was squeezing that in there. What's up, Tubbs? How you doing, dude? That looks like the boss guy. Okay, there's a guy that can shoot me over there, so let's not go down there. All right, come on. Let's go. Oh, he has a crossbow? What the hell? Unstable. Ballista ram. What the fuck? Oh, no. I missed! He spun around. Holy shit. Yup, that was bad for me. All right, nice. That guy's really shooting me from all the way down there. That is so shitty. I should have dealt with him first. I didn't think he was going to shoot me from that far. I thought I was going to be okay. Thanks, hope you're well. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. My internet's not doing all right, but I'm all right. Oh, hello. Where the hell did you come from? Good. I'm taking a hit. No. I got out of it. All right, perfect. His spear jabs are way faster than me. Way faster. Oh. Well, that's not great. I read about that. You could choose certain debuffs that you can easily overcome. Is just really refreshing, if that makes sense. People say, well, Elder Scrolls came out over a decade ago. You can't compare the two. Yes, we can, because Starfield was a damn nightmare. Now, you could compare anything you want to anything that you want. There's nothing stopping anyone. I mean, you can say apples and oranges. You can draw parallels to things and show how things have improved and what's a good way to, like, change things up and stuff like that. it is nice to hear people taking like chances and trying new mechanics and stuff like that in games. That's always refreshing and good to hear. And why is Starfield a nightmare? Starfield just looks mega bland. Why is Starfield a nightmare? Okay, where did we fight Big Dude from? I'm a little... Somehow got, like, turned around in here. Or... This is where I came in. Oh, I just ran backwards. We do pretty good spatial awareness. Oh, that's right. And then I jumped over the carriage. Yeah. I see what I was doing there. Just because I was coming from the other way. Yeah. I just went down the wrong path. I thought there was like another... Yeah. Little alley I could go down. Okay. Anything... Anything... about over there? Jumpy. I think I was over there. Maybe? Okay, can we... Is this openable? This should be openable, right? Perfect. But that doesn't put me near a save point, though. There's no save point around here. I came through here with just the one heal. It was... Nothing in here? Alright, well, we found disappointment. Any place to climb up to? Oh, look, you can drop down into here, though, from over there. Alright. Let's try to see what's over to the left there and see why that would be to our advantage to drop down there. Can I climb up the tree? No. Okay, maybe not. That looks all like burning and shit. No, I don't think you can go in there. I just saw there was like wood piled up on the other side, and I thought maybe we'd be able to go over there. Alright, looks like the only thing we could do here is drop down. Generally speaking, when you fight those mini-bosses, they, there's a save point nearby. Well, not a save point, but like a checkpoint thing. The Bastille Sewers. From my experience of playing Starfield, it just lacks such an exploration feel. I think that's the one thing that Starfield isn't lacking is exploration. There's a lot of exploration, and it is just a lot of the exploration is bland because of like the random generation and stuff that it does. It repeats a lot of very similar environments and stuff like that. There are some handcrafted planets, but then there's all the like random planets that aren't handcrafted, that are randomly generated, and that's the stuff that feels lackluster. But there's definitely exploration. There's endless exploration. I got that vibe from the older Elder Scrolls, but it was just so lackluster. Plus we waited so long for Bethesda to put out a good product. I'm not going to defend Starfield. Starfield definitely does look lackluster. I don't know if nightmare would be the word that I would use for it. I think I would use something more, yeah, like lackluster. It just... I also think that expectations are set so high that it's very easy to be let down with the final product if it wasn't like overwhelmingly amazing. That's a hard thing to do. I feel like Elder Scrolls 6 has a very high hurdle to try to overcome because people have been anticipating Elder Scrolls 6 for so long now that it feels like one of those things where if the game comes out and it doesn't completely innovate things, people are going to be really upset about it. And given how Starfield is... I don't think Starfield is a bad game. It just looks like a very boring game. I like sci-fi. I like space exploration stuff. I like exploring planets and going to new places and meeting new species and all that. That shit's really cool. It's one of the reasons why I fell in love with Mass Effect. Starfield tries to expand on that. And yeah, I think lackluster would be more of like the appropriate term. That while it does have all those things, nothing in it is particularly amazing or super well implemented. It's just very middling. Starfield just feels very middling. Not bad, but in today's day and age, there is no mid for the most part. Either things are the most amazing thing ever or they're complete trash. Most people aren't like, this is mid. Most people are either goo goo gaga over something and it's the greatest thing to ever be released, or it is like the worst thing ever in existence and should be burned in the hells of fire. The fires of hell. I said that backwards. Starfield just looks like they never quite got exactly what they wanted, the direction that they needed to go in, and it just looks like they cobbled together basic pieces. They're like, what if we just put Skyrim in space? And I'm not going to say it feels like bare amount of effort. Obviously, they put in a lot of effort into that game. But it seems like it went through like development hell and they couldn't really choose good directions for things. Oblivion was your first love, as well as RuneScape and Morrowind. You're correct that we hold these developers very accountable because of fantastic and honest game changes. I will not deny the fact that there is influence over Morrowind and Oblivion, but those felt like some of the blandest, most boring pieces of trash I've ever played. Morrowind was some of the worst RPG experience I think I've ever had in a game. Now, granted, I didn't get very far in it, but I will say getting into Morrowind is abysmal. Like, the way they start out the game is one of the worst ways I can think to ever start out a game. And it takes so long for anything to get going. I put it down. I played Morrowind. I've tried multiple times to get into Morrowind, and it is one of the worst beginning experiences I think I've ever experienced in a game. It's abysmal. And so Oblivion tries to change that up. But Oblivion suffers from the same problem Morrowind does. You have this kind of fun little escape thing, and then you go out into the world, and it just becomes bland trash again. So I never got into Morrowind or Oblivion. And Skyrim has a fun start too, but Skyrim does exactly what Oblivion does. Skyrim has a pretty epic intro. Okay, you're not escaping a dungeon this time with the king, you know, you're running from a dragon. You get out, you ride a cart, you get dropped off in a village, and then it's just like, okay, here's the world. And again, it falls into that like kind of like bland experience again. I like the idea of the dragons and stuff, but the more I experience the Skyrim, the more I realize that there's not really much going on in it. And every dungeon that you go into, it's all of Bethesda's games. Every dungeon you go into never really feels rewarding. Like, you get a lot of tchotchkes and trash, but you never really feel like, I never really felt like I ever got anything worthwhile other than, you know, leveling up. But leveling up in those games kind of feels worthless because one of my least favorite game mechanics is scaling enemies. I fucking hate that shit. Scaling enemies just is stupid. I do not like enemy scaling at all. I feel like it's just not fun. It's just not fun. It's just never appealed to me. I don't get it. I don't think it works particularly well. I don't think I've ever seen it implemented well in a game. You know, the idea is to always try to keep the challenge there. But there's so much you can do in the games to like out level it. It feels kind of pointless. I don't like enemy scaling. But so many of the dungeons and stuff look the same. You're fighting the exact same enemies. Those games always just felt mega bland to me. Everything kind of like looks the same. You're not really getting anything worthwhile out of them. I don't know. Skyrim is supposed to be the epitome of what Bethesda put out, and I'm not goo goo gaga over Skyrim. I've played a lot of computer RPGs. I don't know what you would consider Skyrim, a CRPG. I don't know how you would label that, but Skyrim is supposed to be the epitome of what Bethesda's put out over the years, and people are absolutely in love. I am sure there's plenty of people that like Morrowind or Oblivion better, but Skyrim felt kind of boring to me. There were some fun moments in it, don't get me wrong. I enjoyed my playthrough of Skyrim. There was fun to be had in it. You know, fighting dragons the first few times was really cool, and like getting like the power-ups and stuff. Some of the story bits were interesting and stuff, but overall it just kind of felt like well-trod ground and bland storytelling and bland NPCs and stuff like that. Nothing really like engaged me to a point where I was like, this is fucking amazing. It just felt very paint by numbers to me. And it felt like with every dungeon you go into, oh, we're fighting another Draugr. Great. You know, like it felt very, very, very boring. I've never played the DLCs, but if Skyrim is the epitome of what Bethesda put out, I would find it very hard to go back to something like Oblivion or Morrowind or anything even before that, whatever the other earlier Elder Scrolls are, Arena, Redguard, whatever the other ones are before that. I would find it like almost impossible to like try to go back and play those. Skyrim, I was so heavy with the Dark Brotherhood, and when I started the main quest, I was bored immediately. Skyrim did so well with the guilds. Better than the main quest story-wise. I was assassinating politicians, and then it was like, run up this hill and choose your power. Yeah. It's kind of cool. The story stuff has some like interesting moments in it. I didn't find any of the side quests to be particularly engaging either. A lot of the world exploration just felt very, I don't know, not engaging, not fun. I had experienced other games where I guess it was just the open world side of things versus having like somewhat like largish areas to explore, but it not being completely open world and kind of linear. What the fuck? Can you please Steelrise the amount of content right now? Please, worth the fuck, nobody talk about Morningwood RPG ever, just Skyrim. You want a Skyrim, you know. I just wanted to make a Rise joke again, but then it spiraled into Morningwood instead of Morrowind and Skyrimming instead of Skyrim. I like Skyrimming in Morningwood, so we're in the same boat. Morningwood Skyrimming is probably the most joy you'll get out of life. Clearly. Oh my god. Thank god. We needed this checkpoint. I had nothing left here. I made some foolish mistakes fighting some of those enemies, and we definitely got drained of our resources. Nope. Yeah, I wish I saw what other people saw in like the Bethesda games, but I like janky bugginess, like Euro jank kind of stuff. This kind of shit like Risen, you know, that's a little bit more my style than I guess whatever's happening in like the Bethesda styled RPG. Whatever's happening in those games just doesn't really float my boat. I would like to try. I've given Oblivion a few shots. I don't think I'll ever try Morrowind again, but they remade Oblivion, and maybe that's worth giving it a shot. Oh, is this the place? That's the place. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, remember when I was like, I saw wood on the other side of that thing? This is where that was. That's where that was. I thought the burning wood on the other side of this was what it was, but it's not. I went much further than I realized. I didn't realize I went that far around. I thought I didn't go that far. OMG Risen. Risen's a lot of fun. It's janky as fuck, but it's a lot of fun. The Elder Scrolls 4 Ovulation. Nice. My best friend's experience in gaming was definitely... It was really 5 to 8 hours every day back then. Wait, can you rephrase that first sentence? I think I'm missing something. You're saying your best experience in gaming was Diablo 2? My best friendly experience in gaming was Diablo 2. You love what I'm getting is you love Diablo 2 a lot. You would spend 5 to 8 hours every day just playing Diablo 2. Is that what we're getting here? I think just Jarrett did a lot of cocaine and he's just like, gotta get these words out, gotta get these words out, gotta get these words out. It's okay. Sometimes we get excited when we're typing. Now that I'm 18 plus, I can play Morningwood. You can play Morningwood every day. And have fun with it, you know? Have fun with it. Get experimental. I played Diablo for the first time back in... I think I had just built my first computer. I don't remember when that was, like 15 years ago, maybe in like 2010. Maybe a little later than that. Like 2012, somewhere around there. And that's when I first played Diablo. And my experience with it was, it was alright. I never played Diablo 2. And maybe about 3 or 4 years ago, I think, I played through the Xbox One remaster remake of Diablo 2. And it was alright. It was alright. I did a... I don't know what the name of the character was. I was able to morph in like a wolf and a bear and stuff like that. And I had a build where I was basically just like leeching life off of enemies. So I could just stand there and claw the shit out of things. It was okay. It was okay. And people were saying, you know, this isn't the real Diablo. Diablo doesn't start until you get into like New Game Plus and you start doing all the... You start building your runes or whatever they are. Whatever the like droppable crystal things that you can fuse into your shit. And I'm not into like grindy things, you know. Diablo just didn't click with me. Diablo just didn't click. I don't think it's bad, but I didn't find it particularly engaging either. I was excited to. I kind of like the idea of like dungeon crawlers and stuff like that, but it felt very samey. I was just, combat didn't engage me in a way that like, I like this style of game, like action RPGs. I'm doing the exact same thing over and over again in this, but I find this more engaging somehow than Diablo. I don't know why that is, but like, you're doing the exact same thing, you know. We're just hitting the same buttons over and over again, but something needs to like click in your brain. And my loot goblin, I think one of the things that bother me the most about Diablo is inventory management, and I fucking hate inventory management with like the strongest of passions. Either you let me pick every little thing up on the ground, or you only let, or you, the enemies only drop one thing every once in a while. I hate fumbling through inventory and spending like 20 minutes in my inventory deciding what I want to bring and carry and what I should be picking up and what I shouldn't and stuff like that. I want none of that. I want to pick everything up on the ground, and then I want to go sell it in town so I can have money, you know? And the game doesn't let you do that because your inventory's, you know, two pixels wide, and you can pick up 3 things, and that's all you can carry with you. And I think that's probably one of the things that drove me the craziest about Diablo, is that it's like Resident Evil, you know, you have to play inventory management. You have a very tiny inventory. And so all the shit on the ground that I can't pick up makes me angry. We played for hours back then, and it was such an incredible experience with friends. You're correct. I get so excited when my message. No, it's fine. I want to understand what you're saying is all. Prototype? Yeah, it was Diablo. It was Diablo. I tried. I like loot dropping games, but I want to pick up everything, you know? Like, back in the day, it made sense why you had limited inventory space, you know? Back in the day, it made sense. Because you have limited space on the computer to store things, and each little bit takes up more room and stuff like that. So, for a game like Dragon Warrior on the Nintendo, you could only have so much. But the further we've gone along, the less need for that kind of thing. And rarely is it ever implemented well into a game. Like Resident Evil implements that into the actual game, where it can be a nuisance at times, but it's kind of part of the game. In something like Diablo, where it's a hack and slash loot action RPG, you don't need that kind of limitation in the game, and it just feels like it's put in there just to frustrate the player. Like, the inventory could be much bigger than what it is, and I think if I ever played through that game again, I would just want to have like some sort of mod that would allow me to carry whatever the fuck I wanted, because that shit is infuriating. I don't want to deal with that aspect of it. I hate inventory management so much. I try to avoid games that like have heavy inventory management, because I don't want to stare at the screen. I want to play the game, you know? Diablo 2 is what impressed me, was so impressive with me. To your point, inventory management was so heavy. I think that's why I never really went down the Souls route. And see, that's the nice thing about Souls games. You don't have to worry about inventory management in those games. You pick up your armor, you pick up your swords and stuff. Demon Souls 1 does have inventory management. That's probably its biggest flaw, is that it's got inventory management. It has a lot of flaws, but for me, its biggest flaw is that you do have like a carry weight. So you do have to like drop things off at like a box, so you can only carry so much with you. You will become over encumbered. It's not easy to over encumber your character, but you can get over encumbered, so you have to be wary about that. But other than that, I mean, Demon Souls is fine, but that's the only one that does that. It provides more realism. You're running around raising the dead and turning into werewolves and shooting lightning from your fingertips, and you're worried about realism. You're fighting a giant demon lord that can shapeshift. I don't think realism is what we're going for here. That's where the line is drawn, is, yes, you can only carry 4 items because your pockets only have so much room. But I can shoot across an arena. I can't have an infinite bag of infinity. Nah, I'm okay with that. I think I think realism where it comes to like inventory management, some games can have that. Like if you're in some sort of like farming sim, you know, and you have like a wheelbarrow that you're bringing to market and you have 30 cabbages in there. Yeah, that's all your wheelbarrow is going to be able to carry is 30 cabbages. Okay, there's where I can draw realism. In Diablo, I don't think realism is out the window. I don't think you need to worry about that. There's not... If you're worried about realism, then where's the stamina bar? You should get tired from doing all of that shit. Your character can sprint infinitely. Shouldn't there be a stamina bar? There's a lot of other things in there. If we're worried about realism, we can add so many other realistic things to that world. Where's your hunger? Where's your sleep? Where's your thirst? You know? Where are you getting food from? Where's anybody getting food from? You should plant cornfields and stuff like that and grow corn. Where's farming? You need food. You need food. Where are you sleeping? You need a house. You gotta build a house. Where are you gonna get clothes? You better get cotton in your loom so you can weave yourself some clothes. Where are you getting these weapons? You're not a blacksmith. You need a blacksmith. Piece of bread. What? I got bread? Actually, you know what? I think I gotta get going. There are some things I gotta do before the tech guy shows up, and they said anywhere between 12 and 2 is when this internet tech is gonna come out and have a look at my internet. I'm surprised. I've been having some issues. I have been some issues. I don't know if the internet has stayed decent for you guys. I have no idea, but I have been having some issues on my end about like chats and stuff popping up and then popping up here. I'll see stuff pop up there first, but then I don't see it pop up down here, which is weird. But yeah, I think this is a good spot to just call it for right now. Short stream today, guys. I know, and I'm sorry. I've got a internet specialist coming to take a look at the internet and figure out what the hell's happening on my end of things. So we'll go raid. Put the internet specialist on stream. I'm not gonna do that. I know I didn't stream very long today. But short stream today. Fingers crossed that whatever the problem is, that they fix it. I'll try to be back tomorrow. You know, we'll see how things go and what they have to do and all that. And I will try and be back tomorrow. I honestly didn't think I was going to be able to stream today. I was like, let's just see. Let me just give it a shot and see if I'll be able to do some stuff. But we'll see whatever the tech says. We'll see what they can do for me and get like my internet running more better. We'll go raid. We'll go find someone cool and friendly to throw you guys over to. We'll go raid True Ms. Mischief. We'll go say hey to her. She is playing through. You know what? We'll go over to Rachaway. We'll go to Rachaway. We haven't raided her in a while. Let's go raid Rach. She is playing some Croc, and she's going for retro achievements in Croc. Rachaway, very cool. She's a lot of fun, super friendly, variety streamer. She's been speed running Rugrats, the PlayStation 1 Rugrats one, The Search for Reptar. That's been fun to watch. She's good people. I'm going to throw you guys over there. I will, internet willing, I'll be back tomorrow. And we'll keep playing more Steelrising. We'll have to see what the tech says about everything. You're correct. Everything you said is extremely prevalent to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I think you might appreciate that struggle. I don't want to spoil a damn thing because I think you'll enjoy it in the future. I don't have plans of playing either Kingdom Come games, to be perfectly honest. They don't look like something I would particularly find interesting. It looks a little too... I'm going to use the word cumbersome for me. It looks a little too cumbersome, and the world does not interest me at all. I think what they do in the game is really cool and interesting. I do. I think the way you progress and like you don't know how to read, so you have to teach yourself how to read. The way you like it feels a little bit more natural in the world of how Kingdom Come is. I don't want those elements in my game. That's the thing. Like, I don't want those elements. Like, I don't find those elements to be particularly engaging or fun, which is why I don't play games like Minecraft, you know? I don't care about like eating and farming and shit like that. I don't want to do that. Like that to me is not gameplay. That's chores. I don't want to do chores in a game. I want to play a game. I want to go smash enemies in the face. So those are things I don't want in the game. I've watched people play Kingdom Come and it looks cumbersome and tedious to me, but I can appreciate what that game does. I think it's very cool. Some of the like mechanics, it does look refreshing and it does look like they're doing some cool things in the game that are different. I personally don't want those things in the game, but for those that are seeking immersive role playing, Kingdom Come really seems to deliver on that aspect. Like the idea of getting dressed up and like wearing perfumes and stuff to come across as a noble, like people will have more respect for you if you are dressed in this style. I think that's really cool. Like I genuinely think that's really cool and I can appreciate where they're coming from for that. I just don't have any desire to play that myself. That's the great thing about Twitch and YouTube and is all that is like I can sit there and I can watch someone else experience that game and I can go, oh, okay, that's really cool. I don't want to play that, but that's really cool. That's what I like about it. That's what I like about it. Like this is a game I would never play myself, but it's cool to see somebody else experiencing it. All right, guys. But thank you all for hanging out with me today. We're going to go raid Rach. She's very cool. Lots of fun playing Croc. Internet willing, I will be back tomorrow. We will keep playing more Steelrising. I feel like we're getting close-ish to the end. There's still a DLC to do, and there are a handful of other things that we could do in the game, maybe like a couple side quests and stuff like that. We'll have to see. But I will be back. I will be back tomorrow, hopefully. And yeah, so guys, enjoy your mornings, afternoons, evenings, whatever you got going on today. Have good Tuesdays. I hope everything goes well for you all. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully everything goes well for me today. I hope they figure out whatever weird shit's happening with my internet. Good night. Yeah, word. Have a great day, Starpy. All of you guys, enjoy your days. Go say hey to Rach. Peace.